Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host. And the independence, I want to talk about the independence and that for mobility scooter and how it can really make a life-changing thing for disabled people. Now, the reason it took me so long and why I spent so many years in the house was because I had just become convinced that I would never be able to leave the house again. I didn't do that because I wanted to. I didn't enjoy spending almost 5 years sitting in my house. Yes, I had my safe space and I had my computer and everything, but those 5 years of not leaving my house except for a CT scan or an ambulance journey to the hospital was not what I would have chosen to have. This is why a lot of people should understand this more. The difference between having a weekend off or a nice holiday where you can stay at home and do whatever you want, and something like when the virus hit and everybody had to be in-house and had to stay indoors, that is very, very different. Being locked in is very different than having a holiday. And a lot of disabled people are locked in all the time. Now, so for many years, and it was funny though, because how it came about was actually a very stressful time. I was having my review with the disability people, their PIP, and I was so freaked out I thought I was going to lose my PIP payment and everything, because you hear all the nightmare horror stories of PIP reviews. By the end of the actual 2-hour almost conversation and everything that with the woman on the phone, because thankfully they did do it on the phone and I didn't have to go to the place. She was actually encouraging me to try to find she was fully on my side. She was totally encouraging me on how to try and why don't you try for a mobility scooter or try see if you can get a vehicle of some kind. Yeah, these when they put these things like this, it's not a fun thing. Should be able to get around it though. Should just about get around it. And so that was the inspiration. That was when we started looking into a car, the mobility in there. And of course, after a lot of deep diving and all of the focus that I had looking into it, we found the vehicle was impractical, especially when they only gave me the lower mobility tier, although they should have given me the higher one, but I wasn't willing to try to get that. It was too much effort to try and sort it all out. This is one of the things, unfortunately, they bank on. They bank the fact that a disabled person is too worn out with actually just surviving, that if they drop their money down or if they give them less than they ask, that they'll just be happy with what they got and they won't try to go for anything more. And they won't go to a tribunal and all that kind of thing. So, yeah. We're almost there. 2 miles, we've done 2 miles up to now. The weather's sort of shifting down to being worse. And so after that, when we finally decided on this, I was very, very, how can I put it? I didn't believe I needed a mobility scooter. Mobility scooters were for people, for old people. Mobility scooters were for people who've lost their legs. Mobility scooters were for people who were paralysed. Mobility scooters were for people who had hurt their hips and all this kind of thing. And these are all the things going through my head. Not believing that I deserved it, to be honest. But then I wrote and talked to different people, and then I went from there and started discussing it with different people in my life, and talked to my doctor and everything. And the idea of using a mobility scooter as a mobile safe space was actually, well, yeah. And I am absolutely so fucking happy. So happy. Because for so long I didn't leave the house, and now look at me. I'm going on a freaking 10-mile explore. I haven't got to go anywhere. I haven't got to go to the shops. I haven't got to go anywhere, but I'm just leaving the house and going in there. And that is such a boost to independence. I didn't realise just how amazing this is. Look, the rain's starting up. I don't know how bad the rain's going to be. It's just spotty at the moment. I don't really need to put the sides down. Beep beep. But this vehicle showed its worth when my mum was in the hospital dying. And every day, I would come from my house and get there on this and be able to go inside there. Alright, so we are going to continue along here. That's a cute little car. So we'll be going onto the road in a bit. Now I'm going to actually shut these. Now I'm going to just shut the sides on this because the rain is starting to come down properly. So that one shut. And shut this one. Just need to put my right. There we go. The sides of the vehicle are down, the side these are. Here we are. Here we go on the road. So we've got the sunlight, we've probably got a rainbow somewhere because the sun's just come out and it's pouring down with rain. This is British weather for you. So yeah, we are running the motor at full speed. This is really to test if any damage was done or any wear out was done to the actual batteries during the winter for the act to be stored outside. There we are, we're going to head all the way up this road. And we're just hitting on between 8 and 9 miles an hour. Simply because that's the speed that it goes sometimes when it's at full throttle. I don't know how accurate the actual speedometer on it is. I have a feeling though it's not wonderfully accurate. All the way to the end up here. I'm always so happy about doing this. It sort of recharges my batteries and it's like, because this is something that I didn't think I'd ever be able to do again. I never thought I'd be able to go on these kind of journeys. And this is quite a long burn at full speed. So, if anything's going to drain the batteries, this is the kind of run that would. And of course the sun's gone behind the clouds and the so we've done 3.5 miles up to now. Right, so we're almost at the top. We're gonna cross onto here. Right. Turn off the light. Right, so I think actually at the moment we'll cross straight over here. And then around here. And we can go up here. I will